Hey there, Leo, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. Welcome to your new moon reading. This is for the new moon that is happening on the 21st of March at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. We're going to take a look at one particular aspect of your life that's an opportunity that's opening up with this new moon portal. This new moon is super powerful. 2 days later, we've got Pluto changing signs. We've got all this energy that's opening this moon up. And I have to tell you, the trajectory for this moon is actually over the next 3.5 years. So this is something that you launch now, something that it really calls to you, that your soul is really involved in and wants to do this work. It's going to require some major changes and aspects in your life as you start moving forward, because this new moon is happening at just 0 degrees and 49 minutes of Aries, and so it is in the first degree. It is in the first sign of the zodiac. It is right after we have that equinox. It is right as Pluto is moving into Aquarius, which is a big 20-year transition kind of energy. And so you have a chance here to really to really do something that is exciting to you. So we're going to focus this reading on your career. I do encourage you to check out your sun, moon, and rising, because other topics may come up in those for things to look at, because it isn't just one area of your life that is going to manifest things. There are multiple areas. So we have changes in your life, no kidding with the moon there. We have a great passion. So whatever it is that really excites you, that lights you up, that you really want to do, and we have something or someone new is entering your life, a chair is filled, and this is on the topic of a career. There are other options here, but that's the one that Spirit selected for you, so we're going to look at that. We'll do the 9-card spread and pull some advice for you. I do want to let you know that it is a Cassimi new moon, which means that if you will sit down, set your time, a notification on your phone or something for a half hour before until a half hour afterwards. So it's at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. I did put a chart calculator in the description box below, so you can find out exactly what time it is happening for you. But if you will take note, write down, especially for you, since we're going to be talking about career, but anything that you are interested in manifesting for yourself at that time, between half hour before through a half hour after. It's like using a super growth formula on your fertilizer, on your seed of intention, right? So it's a really great opportunity to really bring something along. So, okay. Wow. All right. So, for those of you who are trying to balance work and life, there's a real opportunity here for you to manifest, to bring something through. We have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is we're going to stick it out together. We're going to do this work together. We're going to manifest this together, and we're going to feel joyful and happy. So the 10 of Pentacles is more of a legacy, building something that's financially solid. And 10 of Cups doesn't necessarily mean it's not that. The 10 of Cups means and it's emotionally satisfying. So you have an opportunity here to really create something that is emotionally satisfying for you in the career sector. You have somebody new coming in, so it could be a new boss, a new opportunity, because even though it says that someone new, it feels to me like it's somebody that mentors you or gives you an opportunity, or it feels very much like a support system. It could be for some of you that you end up working with a significant other, because we have this 10 of Cups here, but it is definitely this energy around that. I just want to look at, because what we're going to really work our way through all of this, but this outcome card has the Wheel of Fortune on top of this 5 of Cups. And so the outcome here that you have the opportunity is to change your fortune. To change your fortune, a real change of fortune. Again, I want to remind you that this is a long path. It is a long path. Pluto is a long path kind of energy, and every new moon becomes a full moon eventually, and this one doesn't become a full moon for 3.5 years. So it is a long path. Okay, but don't let that discourage you, because if you don't do the work now, if you don't get up there and start doing the work now, right, you can't get there on time. It kind of feels like it's not that it wouldn't come in. but that it would come in later. And so if you really want to get things moving in the way that you want. So we have the card of Temperance as the key. So the key to this situation is to bring things into balance. It's the sun and the moon. So what is emotionally satisfying with the actions that you want to take, right? What do you want to shine out into the world, and what do you feel? And so it's kind of like that energy of the 7 that we have going on this year, where our intentions in alignment with our actions, or our actions in alignment with our intentions, allows us to progress forward. So I have to pause the video for a second because it's freaking hot in here. And, and I'm going to make a climate adjustment, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. As soon as I turn on all these lights to record, the place just heats up. Okay, so here we go. You've been seeking information and clarity, and that's a great thing. I love having the Queen of Swords up here in this area of seeking information. And so this is using her intuition. She is definitely thinking things through, but you can see Spirit is coming in up here. And she can see which way the wind is blowing. I feel like you already kind of know what direction you want to go in. You've been doing this thought process and assessing things. I think that there is, with the Knight of Wands, in where you've been feeling a little bit drained, is maybe you just haven't had the energy to do that. And so great news is that Mars has cleared its shadow. It did that on the 16th. So depending on when you're watching this video, by the time of this new moon though, it will have cleared its shadow. It will be, it's a new moon in Aries, and Mars rules Aries, and it will still be at that time, it'll be still in Gemini, which will be very much supportive energy and allowing this to all flow forward. And so this is really good. Your intuition though is the thing that has been kind of a struggle for you. It's almost like you don't trust yourself. That's what it feels like. Why don't you trust yourself? Okay, so whatever it is that is causing this regret here, whatever you feel has been a disappointment, you know, for some of you, what you thought was your happily ever after, that situation may have shifted and changed, and that's why this is the overall energy, and they're letting you know that you can turn the wheel of fortune and change that. And so for those of you, because I see a lot of cards of independence, right? This is a card of independence, and they have the Hermit here as a card of independence, and the Hanged Man. And so I almost wonder if for some of you, a situation, so it could be that you had a career and you were very comfortable there, or you had a dynamic, some kind of a shift or change around the family situation that's caused a little stress and financial stress or career stress. You know, for some of you, it could be that the kids are finally just about ready to start school and you can get back into the workforce. And so maybe you're feeling a little unsure. I'm getting a big hit on that. So maybe you're feeling a little unsure about that whole process. And so, excuse me. When that happens in a reading, that means that some of you are still hiding from your own truth. The truth of what you want and what you would like to experience. You haven't vocalized it. So it could be that you're ready to get back to work, but maybe not everybody around you is ready for you to get back to work. And it's time for you to speak up. There is something that you're very passionate about. Having the Great Passion card show up here. You know, I think that showed up the last time I did a reading for you, was something about your great passion. Here you're showing up in the heart space. This lion energy, right? But it is the balance. Again, it's the temperance, the lion and the lamb. It is understanding that there is a way to move forward where you're in your strength, but you can do it softly. Walking softly, carrying a big stick is what they just said. And so here you've been in this hangman mode. And in the hangman mode, in seeking the guidance. But this is, you're waiting for the intuitive hit, but Spirit is coming in. I can see it coming in here. It's going to help you to see which way the wind is blowing. I think this little pause in the action is not necessarily a bad thing, because look, in the Hermit card, you suddenly, after spending this time in quiet, and so maybe it's been really loud and noisy in your life, like so many things going on. And this new moon provides you the opportunity to sit in the quiet, because the energy really is very calm and low over the weekend going into this this new moon, which might give you the opportunity to really sit with your thoughts. And you're getting this ahead of time. And so you should have an opportunity over the course of the next week or so before this new moon to find the quiet space to sit and feel into your heart. What is it that you truly want? Being willing to do the deep dive. When we have the moon card in the area of resources, there's some fear around your resources that you're feeling. Gosh, you have a lot of major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 11 cards. That's a lot. That is a lot. So Spirit is helping to turn this wheel of fortune for you. Where you've been feeling loss and regret, that's changing. So in the area of resources, here is a mantra for you to use. I am safe, and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing as I surrender to the will of the universe. So this trusting your intuition, I feel like you almost, like something has made you start doubting yourself and your ability to make the right move at the right time. But part of what's going to speak to you is, what are you passionate and excited about? Because that is going to bring it in. Look, you have the card of prosperity. I love that. A prosperous business with riches and success. So this career, this move promises a lot. I do want to, again, remind you, though, there is a 3.5-year span here. And it's not 3.5 years to get started. It's 3.5 years to complete the cycle and to level up to the next one. And so be in it for the long haul. When we have the 10 of Cups as an overall energy, that also means you've gone through all the stages. It looks like you're at 5, though. You're like halfway there, and you're moving toward it. So after that is that 6 of Cups. That's that coming home to the energy of what's really important to you. The 7 of Cups is being able to identify through the scattered energies which one it is that you really want. So you're probably in that process right now of sorting that out. When I see all these cards of contemplation, the Hangman, the Moon, the Hermit, the High Priestess, and this very contemplative looking Queen of Swords, and this Temperance. So there's a lot of about getting grounded, and this is a very contemplative card too. So I think you're sitting in that energy right there. But after that comes the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups says, what are you willing to let go of, walk away from, say that no longer fits me, that no longer serves me, in order to move forward toward what will bring you joy and happiness, toward what your heart's desire is, the 9 of Cups, and from there you get to the 10 of Cups. And so I think you're in the process of sorting this all out. You have the Dragonfly, which is, again, to me, this card of needing to really tap your intuition, to really get in touch with your inner knowing. Oh, you have another card of prosperity. I love that so much. And you have the renewal card. So this Dragonfly card says you bring light to this world. So whatever it is you're considering, see how the light is shining out from her being out into the world? Whatever it is that you've been figuring out, whatever it is that you're passionate about, I almost feel like it doesn't just serve you, it serves a greater good. Whether the greater good is something that is the people that you touch through the work that you do, or it's through being a shining example to your kids about how to be resilient and bounce back and move forward, or whether it is just in general you have a goal, a financial goal that you want to attain because you have something you want to do with this, and that your light shines in that direction and allows you to really to magnify and to bring in what you want. And so we have the card of this cranberry dragon and the celery dragon. Those are both very cleansing, by the way. These are cleansing of the urinary tract kind of energies. And so that means that there's an emotional blockage of some sort. This would be like kidney stuff. And so I want to say stay hydrated, okay? That's really important that you are hydrating on a regular basis, but it's good for your physical body, but it's also good for your emotional body. It allows the energy to flow through and nothing gets stuck or stagnant. So if you're someone who suffers from issues around the kidneys, yes, it's a physical ailment, but there's also the emotional and spiritual component to it, because it's mind, body, and spirit are all connected. So your thoughts and become your action, create the energy that you live in, your thoughts, your feelings, mind, body, your body responds to your feelings, and it creates, it can manifest in illness. It can also manifest in vitality and great health. So that's why it really beneficial. And then spirit, so it's all connected. And so when I see these two cards, it's so much talk about a blockage in the flow. So when kidneys are struggling, you have to reduce the amount of protein. So if you're someone who's on a high protein diet, you may want to talk to a dietitian. I am, but I can't diagnose you. I'm a bachelor's in nutrition, but I am going to say that too much protein when your kidneys are struggling is not good for them. And I want to say that the more protein you ingest, the more you have to drink water to help to keep your kidneys healthy while it processes, because it is through the kidneys that protein is processed. So it feels very important there. And I don't know, that's really, I don't usually go down that rabbit hole here. So I feel like that's a message somebody really needs to hear. So if you're feeling a little sluggish, try using some cranberry juice. Try adding celery to your stews and stuff, and really increase the intake of water to get things moving. Wow, you have nourished the sacred feminine. Again, I'm getting this urinary tract infection. If you guys are suffering from that, make sure you go and see your gynecologist and get that handled, because that is so uncomfortable. So for somebody, but nourishing the sacred feminine is also about nourishing this creative energy that you have. What are you feeling passionate about, and what do you want to create and manifest in your career to move something forward? And the yin energy of the sacred feminine is also about being open to receiving. So being open to receiving from someone new who is entering your life. What are they bringing you? What opportunities? Be open to receiving the sacred feminine energy here of being able to receive these downloads and intuition, this guidance that is so much struggling to come through when we have almost half of your cards in, well, we do have half of your cards in this contemplative, open, receptive energy, and bringing information and guidance in, right? And so it is mind, body, and spirit. They're all connected. So it's good to be analytical, but it's equally important that you are listening to your intuition. And these things will help you get this Wheel of Fortune moving. It's a really powerful reading. So I hope you found it helpful. If you like these kinds of readings, be sure to let me know in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. I'm on Facebook every day if you want to follow along on the astrology of the day. You guys take great care. You have something really important to birth into the world here. It feels really significant, but I feel like you need to take care of your health here first, okay? So take good care of yourselves, all right? I'll talk to you soon. I'll try that again.